the Democrats are having some fun at your expense this week because they look at your slogan, change you can deserve, and say that's a slogan for Effexor, an antidepressant. Shouldn't you have seen that coming?
Listen, I could have used an antidepressant last week, I can tell you. But that's got nothing to do with the job that we have to do to show the American people that we can deliver a real change here in Washington. And I think our members and our candidates are going to be prepared this fall to do just that.
But how do you do it then? You've got Democratic majorities in both the House and the Senate. President Bush, you've been opposed to him on the farm bill. It doesn't seem like the issues that you're talking about right now that he's going to have the kind of...
George, he's not on the ballot. You want to keep looking in the past. We need to look ahead.
President Bush is the past.
John McCain appeals to almost all Republicans, a broad swath of independents and conservative Democrats. John McCain at the top of the ticket will help us. But we also have to show, as Republicans in Congress, that we can really deliver for the American people.
But how do you do that?
We've got to work hard. You know, when my members want to moan and groan, I understand it. The things haven't been real happy for them, losing 3 special elections. But we all have to look in the mirror. We all have to decide, all right, what are we going to do today in order to show the American people that we're serious about doing the kind of things that we want done.
And what's the number one thing you'll do coming out of that meeting on Tuesday to show that the Republican caucus in the House has changed?
I think what we're going to do Tuesday and Wednesday is deliver our energy policy. Here's what we would do if the American people would honor us with the majority. We're going to deliver a real energy policy that will reduce gas prices.
That's a good one, Peter. That's your standard issue now? Energy policy? Let me tell you what happened with energy policy in a closed-door Republican meeting. I love these closed-door meetings that we then find out all about, right? Somebody got up and said, hey, listen, John McCain is our leader now. Let's use this as an opportunity. I know we all hated him. They weren't that frank. But we've had some issues with John in the past. But you know what? He's got this image as a centrist that we could really use because, look, we're getting hammered for being so far to the right and so far with Bush. And everybody was like, oh, that's an interesting idea, maybe. And then one of the members, one of the Republicans got up and said, on the other hand, John McCain believes this global warming thing is real. Come on now, that's going to destroy the people that contribute to us and our economy. It's nearly a standing ovation. That's what we just talked to Michael Hirsch about. They're ideologues, and they can't let it go. Somebody comes out and goes, on global warming. They're like, yeah! Oh, wait, we weren't supposed to do that? Damn it. So that's going to be your plank? Energy policy? You're going to get killed on energy policy. Your energy policy sucks. It's against 80% of what Americans believe. Polls show 80% say, hey, global warming is a real problem. We should do something with it. And the Republicans have their head in it, buried in the sand. By the way, give McCain some credit there. I know we get on him and about that he's not as consistent as he should be. But the Republican anger towards John McCain on that issue is real because he is a lot further to the middle on that issue than a lot of the other Republicans, almost the entire Republican Party. All right, now, having said that, I wanted to make a couple of quick points about what Boehner said, too. You notice what he said in the beginning? He said, oh, we're for real change. This is what was previewed after the Mississippi loss, and we told you on the show. They realized, oh, we can't. Actually, it was before in the Louisiana loss that they realized this. They used Barack Obama in ads in Louisiana and Mississippi, and they lost, right? And they thought, and Boehner specifically came out and said, and I don't know why they ever admit stuff like this, said, well, it looks like we can't beat him, so we should join him, and instead usurp his platform and pretend we're for real change. Now, of course, he didn't say pretend. He said, we should campaign on real change ourselves. But then Stephanopoulos asked him, so what's your real change? And he's like, we got to work harder. What does that mean, work harder? What does that mean? The problem is we don't agree with you. The country does not agree with you. That's a real fundamental problem that you can't get beyond. And he says, yeah, look, I do need an antidepressant. Because they did their whole platform on the same exact platform as an antidepressant drug that's on the market that's running ads. Oops. God, they suck. All right. And then finally, when they mentioned Bush, he's like, Bush? Who's Bush? Bush is in the past. I don't know. Bush? Adams, Jefferson, Hamilton, Bush, whatever. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about ancient history. What are you talking about, Caligula? Who's Bush? You know they're in trouble when they're saying on national TV, who's Bush?